Unit 2, Recording 5.
In the next part of my presentation, I'll go through the properties of the 4 different materials that will be used for the roof. Starting with the solar panels, these are exceptionally durable, and in fact they're guaranteed for 20 years. Furthermore, they are self-cleaning and therefore maintenance-free. The other thing is that they provide an additional degree of thermal protection. I'd like to mention that I'm recommending the cheaper specification, the 125 watt panel, since we can utilise the full roof area. A panel with a maximum output of 125 watts has a module conversion efficiency of 13.3%. It's cheaper to install more panels with a lower specification instead of fewer panels with a higher specification. Let's move on to the roof tiles. I've recommended artificial tiles since availability is good and they have a good strength to weight ratio and are long-lasting, as you know. Most artificial tiles will last for 100 years, though of course this is not guaranteed. The next layer, working from the outside to the inside, is the breather membrane. Here I'm specifying a general insulating breather membrane with good thermal protection. Its tensile strength is sufficient since it rests on a level surface and will not be permanently stretched. The tensile strength is the same both along the material and across the material, so it's easy to handle. It's flexible and easy to cut. It's also very thin, 0.25 millimetres, so it's very light. The weight, by the way, is 85 grams per square metre. Moving on now to the insulating material. I'm specifying a high-performance thermal insulation board. This is ideal for using between and below the rafters. We'll use a 45mm thick board between the rafters and a 25mm thick board below the rafters. This will provide excellent thermal protection and long-term energy savings. So we'll finish up with an agreeable ambient working temperature for everybody. Also, it minimises the additional loading on the load-bearing walls, as it's so light. The weight of the thicker board is 1.4 kilograms per square metre, and for the thinner board, the weight is 0.85 kilograms per square metre. Installation is easy, as it's easy to cut to shape. Are there any questions you would like to ask? OK, well, in that case, I think we'll move on to the costing.